Hare Krishna. Every living being wandering in this world has two choices of absorption. One is material absorption and another is spiritual absorption. We will see our mind easily tends to flow towards absorption in worries about the body and worries about the mind. When there is a disease in the body or some accident for the body or danger for the body, the mind immediately runs to it, like Gajendra. Gajendra's leg was caught by a crocodile and he became horrified. No one was able to help him. Then crying loudly, looking up towards the sky, he wanted to be saved from the crocodile. But as he turned his attention from simply crying to offering prayers to Supreme Lord, remembering His name, form, qualities, pastimes and activities, his material absorption turned into a spiritual absorption. And the result was, he lost his desire to be saved from the crocodile. Jijivishenahamihāmuyakim antarbhahischa vritayo bhayonya ichchāmi kālena nayasya viplavastasya loka varanasya moksham. My dear Lord, jijivishena, he says, I don't want to be saved from this crocodile, because even if I am saved, what is the use of this elephant body, which is inside and outside full of ignorance? Instead, ichchami, instead I am desiring, kalena nayasya viplavas, that body which will not be thwarted by time. What is that body? Spiritual body. Please give me a spiritual body which will be in your company, at your lotus feet, rendering service to you, seeing you, loving you, and being in your company. Give me such a spiritual body, he is saying. So he started with material absorption, but by calling out the holy name and remembering the Lord, he turned it into a spiritual absorption. Similarly, Arjuna, in the beginning of the battle of Kurukshetra, was emotionally absorbed in I like or I don't like, I can do this, I can't do that, my relatives, my friends. So it was completely a total emotional, mental absorption in which he was in. Therefore, even though he was just 2 feet in front of Krishna, he was still crying because he was disconnected from Krishna. When we disconnect ourselves from the Lord, even if we are in the temple hall in front of the deities, we can be absorbed in our own emotional, mental turmoils if you are disconnected from the Lord. But then he heard the spiritual sound vibration of the Bhagavad Gita from Krishna, on which he focused his attention. And the result was, Karishye vachanam tava, he said at the Nashto moha smritir labdha tat prasadan mayachita stitah asmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. And then you will see crying Arjuna became confident Arjuna, fighting a valiant battle, and he emerged victorious. You will see that. So, in this way, you will see Arjuna also started with material absorption, but then by willingly making the choice to hear the spiritual sound vibration given by Krishna, he could elevate his consciousness from material to spiritual. So every morning we all have an opportunity to pick up the japa beads and sit down. Jitasano, jitashvaso, jitasango. The Bhagavatam says, jitasana means sit in the asana. Jitashvaso, control the life air. Jitasango, avoid bad association. In this way, one should absorb one's consciousness in spiritual, the sound vibration of the name, form, qualities, pastimes of the Lord. By doing that, we can also uplift our consciousness from material to spiritual, because mind has to have some subject matter for absorption. If you don't absorb spiritually, default option is material absorption. So therefore, the Mahamantra is given to us. The similar mantra was given to Dhruva also, because mantra hooks the mind in the hearing of the sound vibration, and it purifies the mind, uplifts the mind, posts the mind at the lotus feet of the Lord. So let us chant the holy name with attention and absorption, so that we can lift it above the bodily and mental absorption, so that by posting in spiritual platform, we will get purified and go back to Godhead. Harinam Prabhu ki. Let's offer our humble obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are just like desert trees, who are ocean of mercy, full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnava vrindaki Vaishnava Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki